Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Beast Wars, the vintage Scorponok, the old Mega class. You can see him there in his Scorpion mode, I guess. Yeah, and you can put him off to the side real quick and look at the box, which, yes, is a very classic Beast Wars box. You can see Scorponok there with his Cyber Bee and Beast Wars and the old Kenner logo, and launch a secret robot Bedug Bee in multiple languages, and Scorponok, the evil Predacon. And you know, on top here you got more of the Scorponok. Scorpion turns into a desert attack robot and Transformers and all that stuff, and yeah, that's the eye and on that side, and you have that again here, and you got copyrights and all that stuff down here, and newer ones that weren't on the original, but yeah. And yep, back here you got the a bit of a bio, and the bio again, another bio, and tech specs, and yep. Yeah, strength of 8, and intelligence of 5, and speed of 5, and firepower of 9, secret weapon locations, 1 claw, fire-seeking missiles, other claw, launches B, and desert attack commander. Scorponok survives his enemies 3 different ways: by launching robot B for firing 2-shot missile blasts, and by using terrifying tail poison cyber strikes. Yeah, this whole thing, and the Kenner, yeah, it's just a thing, and I love the box. I haven't seen a box like this in forever, and seeing it in, you know, or in holding, and it's like, yeah. It comes with instructions that are very much replicated, you know, replicate the old ones. Although I can't remember, but I think the old ones were more of a plasticky paper, and this is, you know, the glossy paper, and this is more of the, yeah, feels like computer paper. But yeah, thing. Yeah, Scorponok, vintage Scorponok. Biggest obvious difference is the original was very much a black color, and this is now gray, more of a silvery gray, I guess, yeah, to match the show instead. So yeah, he's more of a gray color now. He's still got his bluish claws and everything, and yeah, little red legs. He's got his red eyes, the little pincer mouth things right there. See that? These legs don't move because they're all interconnected. Up here you got the tail, which got the red and blue gradient right there. So nice. Yeah. Yeah, on the underside, well, you got a lot of empty space and legs and stuff, so don't look down there. Yeah, he looks kind of like a scorpion. Not surprising, because he's Scorponok. I mean, Beast Wars Scorponok, anyway. And, yep, he doesn't do much in this mode. He can, I guess, pose ability of sorts. He has claws, can move around and, like, move up and down. You can back and forth. You got a twist here. You got this hinge here, and got another hinge there, or swivel there, and all that stuff. Head can't really move. These can go up and down, I guess, but they really don't do much. And the tail can move. You got swivel side to side, and you got the one of the cool features, which is yeah, you do this, and it extends out. So yeah, you push on this part, and yeah, it extends out to strike people or robots or whatever. It's pretty neat. It's kind of weird to use, but it does work. You have to use this as a lever. That's pretty neat. And I just accidentally I did that. Yeah, so that's the Cyber Bee. Yeah, I'll just that's one thing I'll definitely complain about. This thing is on a bit of a hair trick. I never had the original, so I have no idea if this original was the same, like this. But yeah, this thing's a bit of a hair trigger, to the point of, yeah, it doesn't want to stay in. That's a bit of a problem. It doesn't want to stay in. There you go. Yeah, see, it's really hair trigger, which kind of sucks. It wasn't like this when I first got it, but I think that some reasons the trigger's getting worse, or I'm doing something wrong or whatever. Yeah. Well, I guess it'll show off that gimmick, since, you know, I just meant that's last video. You're supposed to just press that and launches the Cyber Bee. And you can see the little Cyber Bee. You got the wings made out of the claw. You got his little void black eyes and everything. You can see all that. It's very shiny, pearlescent plastic and everything. You got that. You got the, you know, this yellow stripes and all that stuff. And you got little legs, so you can, I guess, rest there with his weird wings. Yeah, and the other, of course, is the missiles here. You can see there's 2 missiles. See those 2. Now, this is a bit of a hair trigger as well, but it's not as bad as the bee. And, you know, just kind of you know, pull it back, you know, push it on this to fire 1 and then push harder to fire 2. And they are not resting around. These fire pretty hard. I launched them a good 12 feet before. Also hit myself in the eye, believe it or not. Just trying to transform it. The first time I transformed it, I accidentally fired it off because I didn't realize how much of a hair trigger this was, and hit myself in the eye. And my first thought literally was, oh my god, I shot my eye out. Yeah, loading them can be a bit tricky. Yeah, particularly because of that. Yeah, so it's a bit of a process there, but yeah, it's a thing. And yeah, the B here to put it back as, yeah, try to show multiple times. You have to fold this up and then close this around that part, and then you fold this in, and supposed to put that, yeah, over top of this peg, and it's supposed to latch in, but, well, as you've seen, it doesn't always like to stay on regardless. And I don't know why it's like this, but it's like this. Yep, that's Scorpion mode. Pretty neat, but yeah, it's that's annoying. We got a real quick comparison though. Here he is with the original Megatron. Yeah, this is the original. Again, this is not the vintage reissue, so it's a little less intense of a purple, but you can see he's only a little bit bigger. That's a really big Scorpion. So yeah, you got that. And I guess more modern comparison here is with the deluxe class Kingdom Scorponok, who is weirdly enough about the same weight, it feels. You know, just by doing that real quick. But yeah, it's more posable and all that stuff. A bit smaller, but more posable, and yep. More actually like a Scorpion. That's the thing. Yeah, the transformation here is pretty simple. Hopefully none of the gimmicks fire off. But the transformation is actually pretty simple. What you want to do here first is take the head and push it down. Let's unpeg that from there. There it goes. I'm just going to ignore that for now. Yeah, unpeg that, and yeah, bring that around like that. Just bring those legs out like this, and you can go ahead and start bringing this up and around like so, and bring the head out in the process. And this right here, this peg right here, will go into that center hole right there. Go ahead and bring this around, peg that in like so. Rotate the legs the rest of the way around like that, and unfold the feet. That. Scorpion tail, you rotate that around and bring that up right there on that hinge. You take the scorpion legs and wrap them around like that. Then bring the arms down like this, and yeah, you can then bring the elbows forward like that. So bring the shoulders down, rotate so the elbow is facing forward, and like that. And then finally, the last thing to do is take the mutant mask and split it open like that. There you go. You reveal the actual Scorponok head in the process, and there you go. That's mostly Scorponok. Try to get this back on. Yeah, he's a pretty decent looking robot mode overall. It's kind of close to the show. You know, some changes are made here and there, like again the pearlescent blue stuff is kind of a different thing. But he's still got his massive tail hanging over top of his head and everything. All the gimmicks still work. You know, the tail still does the whole strike thing. That still fires, obviously. These still fire. This stupid thing is just, yeah, it's become incredibly sensitive. I don't know why it's so sensitive now. I don't know if I messed something up, but yeah, the spring is overpowering the latch now on a fairly consistent basis. Yeah, it looks pretty good. It's, you know, got that whole thing, you know, he's got the, I guess, appropriate backpack. All that stuff. He's got pretty stable heels and toes and everything. So he stands pretty solid. And yeah, he's a pretty nice figure overall. considering 1996 and everything. His head can move left and right like that. It is technically, I think, on a ball joint, but thanks to the mutant mask thing, you're not going to get much movement unless you close it up, in which case all of a sudden there's a lot of movement. Also, it comes on peg really easily. So on mine, the head does kind of pump on peg really easily, but the head does technically have a lot of movement range. It's just limited when you open up the mask, unfortunately. So that's a thing. Shoulders can go forward and back. That went far. Yeah, that's the thing. Which is here triggered. Does not take much for these things to fire off. So shoulders can move forward and back. They can go outward. You got an elbow. You got a bicep swivel. You got a wrist swivel. Technically, these can open and close, but that tends to make these things fire. This one can't open and close because, yeah. No waist because of how it transforms. Hips can go forward, back like that. Outward, you got about that much outward, at least because of molding. If you adjust the position, yeah, you can get more outward, but then it just looks weird. You got kind of a sort of thigh swivel thanks to the ball joint. Knees about just shy of 90 degrees. Ankles, no real tilts. You got heels and toes can go down like that, so that might be something. But yeah, oh boy, that's the thing. Just real quick, here he is with again the original Beast Wars Megatron. Significant height difference there. Grr. He's got turtle smile. He got turtle face. He's always had turtle face. But yeah, you got that thing, Mega Ultra. And here he is with the Kingdom Scorponok, who's significantly smaller, but again, weight-wise, they are roughly the same. Also, he's more posable, and yeah, it doesn't fire off his gimmicks just by looking at him. So that's the thing. Should you get him? Well, here's the thing. He's $45 right now. These retail. Wouldn't surprise me if down the line he gets cheaper because apparently he's just kind of shell forming. For $45, no, absolutely not. Not worth $45. Absolutely not. No. It's a neat toy. Don't get me wrong. I rather like it, but it's not worth $45. That's 3 times what it was sold for back in 1996. Remember, because this was $15. Even with accounting for inflation, with inflation, it should be about $35. And which, about the price of today's Voyagers, which are the new Megas. And honestly, yeah, $45 is just too much. You are going to be really disappointed if you pay $45 for them. Honestly, I think, unless you're a Mega Beast Wars fan or a Scorponok fan, yeah, if you pay $45 for them, you're going to be disappointed, and you really should just wait for it to go on discount, because at this point, it's looking like that's exactly what's going to happen. He is shell forming, he's just not selling, and yeah, it's just not worth it at $45, and you should probably wait till it's like $35 or under. Wouldn't surprise me down the line, all of a sudden he starts selling for like $25 or something like that, which you could absolutely pick him up for that much. He's a pretty neat toy. He's just kind of unlike, say, I feel like unlike with, say, like the Deluxe Cheetor or whatever, the new one is largely better unless you just want bigger. But yeah, he's got the cool gimmicks, but man, mine just fire off really. It does not take much to fire them off, and that's really annoying, especially with the B, which is not like to reset very easily. So that's a thing to also be mindful of. So I don't know, just if you're a hardcore Beast Wars fan, even if then, I would say wait for a sale. Wait for it to go on sale and then go ahead and pick them up. But at $45 is just absolute no. Definitely not. Which is a little bit disappointing. But he is kind of neat looking. It is kind of cool that, released him in the proper show colors. But yeah, that's just unfortunate that they just released him at such a high price. So, yeah, that's it for this one. I hope you found this informative or entertaining. I hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my coffee, my Patreon. And I'll see you next time with another video review.